take clean to a whole new level. At Frenchie's Modern Nail Care, we're not just clean, we're ridiculously clean. We're serious about the cleanliness and sterilization of our studios and tools because we truly care about the health and safety of our guests. There are 3 locations serving the Valor community in Lone Tree, Highlands Ranch, and Littleton. Book your appointment today online at FrenchiesNails.com. Frenchie's Modern Nail Care, where we were clean before clean was cool.
Welcome to Sully's Bar and Grill, located upstairs at the Ice Ranch in Littleton, a family favorite for hockey, drinks, and great food. We are open 4 p.m. to midnight Monday through Friday and 11 a.m. to midnight on Saturday and Sunday. Alcohol sales end at 11 p.m. and reservations to watch the NHL playoffs or your favorite youth hockey game are strongly encouraged. Join us for a specialty pizza and a cold beer and get your hockey on.
Hi, it's Jordan, owner of Precision Edge Hockey, the pro shop inside of the Ice Ranch. Welcome to the Twisted Wrister Tournament this Labor Day weekend. It's so excited to have everybody. Didn't think high school hockey was going to happen this year, but it's really a privilege that we're going to have that this year, and we're hoping to really put on a fun event. I'm in the store, happy to provide all your equipment and skate sharpening needs. What really sets me apart and the store apart from the big box stores is the skate sharpening. I have over 20 years of skate sharpening experience. We really take the time to make sure every pair is done correctly. We don't have a house cut. We don't do whatever's just on the wheel. We take the time to listen to whatever player wants because different players like different degrees sharpness of skates. There is no one size fit all for skate sharpening. We won't oversell you on stuff. If we don't have it, we can always order whatever you'd like from just about any company that's out there, and we'd be happy to work with you. It's so nice having the Twisted Wrister here this weekend. A lot of doubts we were going to have high school hockey this year, but it looks like it's going to happen, and we're excited to have a really great event here at the Ice Ranch, and here at Precision Edge, we're really happy to provide anything your players need. Both parents and players are more than welcome to come to the store anytime I'm open, whether it's a tournament or during normal hours, to get their skate sharpened, to look at equipment. Even if you have questions about a piece of equipment, anytime I'm open, both players and parents are more than welcome to come in. We know that right now it's restricted as far as who can come in the building, but anyone can come in the pro shop anytime I'm open. Because we are limited in space, we can't carry the inventory that the big box stores do, but if there's something you need, we'll be very happy to order it. Any color, any size you're looking for, basically anything you need, we can get it for you.
And welcome from the Ice Ranch in Littleton, Colorado. This is the championship game at the varsity level in the Twisted Wrister, the 9th annual championship that is. I'm Manny Furtado for Shaw Hockey Productions, and I'm joined today by Gabe Gauthier from DU Hockey fame. Today's matchup in goal will be number 31 for Valor, Jace Ruth, and in goal for Regis is Gage Bussey, number 29. And the home squad today is the Valor Eagles. They're dressed in their whites, trimmed out in blue, with the Eagles crest across the front of the jersey. And for Regis, they're in their distinctive menacing red with the Regis crest over the front. So sharp-looking jerseys on both sides. We won't have any challenges today seeing which team is in which colors here, Gate.
No, not at all. And this is going to be an exciting matchup of two very good, strong hockey programs in Valor Eagles and the Regis Raiders. And how did we get to this part? Well, the Valor Eagles, they played 4 games. They had 3 wins, 0 losses, and a tie leading into the championship. And the Regis Raiders, 5 games, 4 wins, 1 loss, and they had an extremely great game to go to the championship by winning in a shootout. And now it's going to be Valor and Regis facing off for the championship of the 9th annual Twisted Wrister tournament.
And to face things off, Balatbat takes the face-off for Regis. Payos' line is out there for the Valor Eagles, and it's tipped up by Buchanan. And Payos looks for it down low. Payos drags it back behind the cage, behind Bussey's cage, and Payos on his backhand, top of the circle, looks back over, and the quick first shot of the game by Kaiser goes wide, but picking up the puck is Rollison out of the corner. Rollison working it back down, and Payos is there. Rollison sidesteps one, delivers it back to Kaiser, and Kaiser takes that shot, and that almost caught the top half of that net.
Yeah, great opportunity for Valor, and they get early in where they get some good forechecking, and then Bussey had to make a great save off the gate by finding it and just getting his glove out there as Valor had a nice chance on net.
That top line for Coach Gwozdecki has been effective this tournament. Fekete off the face-off, and the puck goes over to the far side where it's picked back up by number 16, and that's Trent Schaefer. Puck goes down deep into Valor's end, and Lloyd touches it up there as he hands it off to Walsh. Stolen by Regis and held up at the line by Padilla. Padilla thinks about it, but he goes back to the side of the cage, and the shot by the sideboards by Schaefer is deflected. Meanwhile, puck gets put back behind. Bowers with the puck centers it right up front. Walsh thought he had it. Here's a shot, and a glove saved by Ruth is made. So each goalie has been tested early.
Yeah, nice save by Ruth as then Regis now getting the pressure back on. And they had a couple chances, one a little high, but then you could see right here Ruth just gets the glove out and does a good job to snag it up.
Glossinger's line has been moved from line 4 to line 3 today. And going up against Holloway. Holloway picks up the puck. He recoils. He's got Schick next to him. Holloway gets put into the boards there and works his way through, and we've got the game's first penalty less than 2 minutes in, and it's going to be a slashing call on Valor.
Yeah, it was a good pressure by Regis as they were cycling the puck down, and then number 7 for Valor gets a slashing penalty as Owen goes to the box for 2 minutes, and we'll get to see what Regis' power play looks like early on.
So Owen takes a slash here at the 15:43 mark, and setting the stage, it's the top line for Regis. It's Aiden Raddick off the faceoff, and he's got Gleason on the wings. Gleason chases it down as he's got Thompson sitting behind him as well, and it's punched hard off the boards and the length of the ice. Bussey holds it there. Oganeku back behind the cage, and Oganeku comes out with Buchanan watching him. Oganeku moves it back over to the left wing boards, but Payos is there. Oganeku moves it back over to Gleason. Gleason has some trouble with it, and nice play by Buchanan as Buchanan forces and sends it the length of the ice. Kai Oganeku comes out with a little head fake, and he goes left, and sidestepping one or two, bringing it in is Dembeck. Dembeck whistles it around, comes up the near side boards where Gleason sends it back over to Oganiku. Back to Gleason. Gleason top of the circle, and he sends a soft pass back behind where Raddick comes up with it. Raddick moves it back over to number 14, and that is picked up by Thompson, and it comes back out to center. And Oganiku sidesteps one, he sends it off the mid-ice boards and back behind Ruth's cage. Ruth stabs it there, and enough time for Valor to clear the zone with 44 seconds remaining in the game's first power play.
Yeah, Regis doing some good work, getting the puck movement with the back end, Okonehu with the quarterback on the back end, but they're not getting many chances in front of the net, in front of Ruth.
There's Padilla, the speedy defenseman, poking the puck in, and now he resets, and the puck back over to the near side where it's touched up by Romero, and Romero with a drive, and he's got a heck of a slap shot. We saw it in the earlier game, and he definitely can put some mustard on it. Here comes Regis recoiling with 10 seconds remaining in the power play, and one last chance for another entry as Holloway has the puck. He shakes off Walsh's check, and the puck is picked back up, back behind by Muir. Muir doing battle, has his pocket picked, but coming away and putting back in the corner and chasing it down there is Morona. Morona can't get his stick on it, and Regis maintains control. Morona down low, has it swept off his stick and back behind the cage. Regis has control. They move it back up to the point. Here's the drive, and it hits bodies in front. Loose puck in front, scramble there, and the net comes off the moorings. So a bit of confusion in front of the Valor goal, and that shot never got through, and it was just on the side of the cage there.
Yeah, and Ruth was doing a good job. He sprawled out in front of the crease where the Valor defense kind of were backing off. Regis getting a couple good chances, but Ruth was doing a good job using all means of his body to keep that puck out of the net.
Power play is over, and Blattbat loses the faceoff. The puck is steered over into the near side corner, and glancing over his shoulder and looking for it, but getting knocked off the puck. But Payos gathers it in. Payos gets past one. He's got Rollison on the far side. Payos to Rollison. Shot. Scores! And the game's first goal goes to Valor. 1-0 Valor.
What a goal here, and it was a nice play by Payos. You can see him coming in here and throws a nice backhand sauce over to 21.
And
Rollison with that goal, and he made no mistake putting it behind Bussey there to give Valor an early lead in this championship game.
And the key to that play was you saw Payos with the speed. He got past the first defenseman, and he made it a 2-on-1. So with that, off the faceoff, Regis battling in the neutral zone, and a dangerous check there as Charles goes tumbling into the mid-ice boards. And the puck is sent back up to center ice, and out marches number 16, Cooper Charles. Charles forced wide, and a nice shoulder check by Padilla puts Charles in. Charles delivers a check, but he's the one that goes tumbling. Back from the point, Lloyd steps in from his deep position to keep the play alive. Doesn't have a stick, and he sends it with his glove there, and it's sent, and it would have gone for icing, but it hits the linesman there. And meanwhile, play continues. Lloyd picks up the puck, hands it off, and a touch play picked back up by Charles. Charles works it past Padilla. Padilla and Charles shoulder each other. Meanwhile, the puck is picked up, and it's sent over to the left wing boards. Back over to the near side where Gleason has it. It's stabbed off his stick by Ryan Kaiser, and Kaiser pushes him aside. And the faceoff will be just outside of the Valor zone. 12:06 into this first period, and Valor has the early lead amongst these two rivals.
Yeah, two rivals, that's for sure, and both great programs. I mentioned it before in the earlier championship game, but Coach Gwozdecki and Coach Woodley have done fantastic jobs with both of these programs, developing their kids and then also moving the kids on to the next level.
Kaiser recoils from his D position, sends it off the off boards, and it goes over to Walsh. Walsh looking for Price. Price chops, chasing it there is Fecity, and Fecity gets tied up there. Meanwhile, Dembeck comes away with it, and he scales it off the boards and clears it the length of the ice. So we've got an icing call at the 11:41 mark. And that Regis game, that might have, we'll have to see if the Regis players get tired a little bit here. They They went all out. Meanwhile, on the opposite side, Valor had a relatively easy time winning versus Glenwood Springs.
Yes, yeah. Both teams had a long weekend to get to this point, and definitely different outcomes, or actually games leading into the outcome of their semifinals.
Kaiser banks it off the corner boards, but doesn't get a friendly bounce where it's picked up by Regis, and shoveling his man off of it is Larson. Larson gives chase, but Braddock is able to send it back over to Dembeck. Dembeck with Majowski on his backside. Meanwhile, comes back up to Kaiser in the drive, and the pad save comes back to Dembeck, and Dembeck once again will bank it off the boards. No icing. Puck is gathered in by Romero as he looks to defensive partner Throckmorton. We haven't called Throckmorton's name much as he wasn't in the last game. He does make his appearance here, and here's the errant pass, and it's scooped up and picked up by Sanis. Sanis right in front, puts it on the doorstep and jamming away, but not being able to score was Regis right down low. Coming back in is Williams, and Williams puts a cross-ice dump in. Chasing it down is number 19, that's Carter Schick. Puck comes up the left wing boards, and backing out is Charles as stepping in and taking the puck away, all in front, alone, and the backhander, and a save made by Ruth as he closes the door on Carter Schick, number 19, who found himself all alone in the slot.
Yeah, best opportunity right now for the Regis Raiders, and Schick coming in, and he was all alone, and that's a defensive breakdown on Valor where they kind of got a little puck focus. The net front defenseman got caught, but great play by Ruth by shutting the door and forcing Schick to go to his backhand, not giving him much opportunity there.
So we've got Balatbat's third line out there, and we should say he's out there with Jake Filler. Jake Filler has folks watching across the globe. We want to say a special shout out probably to our furthest fan today, Nana from Australia, where it's 6:40 in the morning, and she got up early to watch this game. So thanks for watching, Nana.
Yeah, good morning, Nana.
And so here we go, back to the live action. Padilla watches it trail in on Bussy, and Bussy holds there as a closing Valor player, forces the face-off deep in Regis' zone.
Two big benches here, unlike the first game of the championships where Glenwood was short bench. Both Valor and Regis have big benches, a lot of players to roll through, and that's what we're going through right now. At the start of the game, you roll through these lines, see who's going, and then you start to play the hot guys.
And chase forward along the sideboards, picked up by McConnell. McConnell feeds it back up to the point where it's jammed at by Muir. Muir can't hold the line, but shortly thereafter sends it back in. With some time as Padilla moves it up the left wing boards, and it's touched up there by Lutz. Lutz centering feed, picked it right back up by Thompson. Thompson has it taken off his stick by McConnell, and sweeping back in is Majewski. Majewski headmans it back up, and in front of the Regis bench, and a big hip check there by Balatbat, the centerman. You usually don't see that from a centerman. That's usually a defenseman's check, and this one goes through everybody, but it's right on goal, and play continues. Back over to the far side. Owen slides it back over to Lloyd. Lloyd with the head up, moves it up to Buchanan. Buchanan on the march, and Buchanan with some speed gets past one. He's got a man in the middle, but the defensive play nicely by number 15, Filler, aforementioned. There's the shot, and what a glove save. I don't know how he saw Buchanan's shot, but Bussy makes the save.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Buchanan, and then Pejos with that shot there at the end where Bussy had to fight again. He made a save like that earlier in this period where he's just getting that glove reached out and kind of hoping, and the puck just fell into there.
And I stand corrected, that was Pejos, 8 and 9. Sometimes those numbers look alike, don't they?
They sure
Especially
do.
when they're bunched up there. Pejos takes the faceoff, wins it back to Lloyd. Lloyd thinks about it, doesn't have a seam, sends it off the boards. Pejos gathers. Pejos right in the slot, sends a pass right over to Rollison, and almost teaming up for a second goal is Rollison and Pejos. Pejos backing away, loses it momentarily, but with the long stick, gathers it back in. It's taken away and centering feed, and here comes Regis. Regis moves it back over to Filler. Filler gets sized up by Lloyd. Here's the shot and a save, and it's redirected up high into the corner, but not out of play. Play continues, and bodied up over is Bowers, bodies his man up, and streaking free, trying to pick that puck up and Filler delivers a check as the whistle is blown. And we've got another penalty, and this time going to the box is number 15, Jake Filler, or is that 16?
That's that's 15. That's Filler.
That is Filler. Those numbers.
Yeah, he's going in for hooking, and it's one of the plays I had a coach tell me you never want to take an offensive zone penalty, and that's exactly what happened, where Valor made the save, puck goes in the corner, Regis forechecks, but then takes a hooking penalty in the offensive zone.
So Valor's got their second line out there, Walsh, Fecity, and Price. And chasing it down is Walsh. Walsh goes into the corner, leaves it there for Fecity, and it comes back over to Price. Price gets enough on it, gloves it down, but then Padilla is there and back behind the cage and bodied up there by Oganiku. Meanwhile, Valor maintains control, moves it back over to the right-hand point. Back up high, Lloyd across his body, sends it back into the near side corner. Oganiku sends it, and Dembeck holds. Dembeck with some time, and with 1:23 remaining in the power play, sends it off the corner boards where Ruth holds it there for Lloyd. Lloyd delivers it to Owen. Owen right in front of the cage, sends a sharp pass. Fecity delivers it back over, and the defenseman Lloyd's got it with Dembeck back checking him. Dembeck sends Lloyd into the Regis bench. But with 1 minute remaining, Kaiser with the long pass. Walsh touches it in, but again it hits the linesman and doesn't go cleanly into the zone. Rolison on the forecheck with 50 seconds remaining in Valor's power play, and Regis scales it off the wall and the length of the ice.
So far, Valor hasn't really been able to get a power play set up, where Regis has been doing a good job putting the pressure on them and forcing them to make plays that they don't want to.
Valor has their top line out there now, and with Buchanan, marches through center, delivers it over to Payos, who takes the line on the left-hand side. Payos, soft backhand pass, gets rejected. Kaiser back over, and the quick pass shot by McCall. McCall was looking for a man on the far side. I think that was Payos. Meanwhile, McCall with the puck, back to Kaiser. Kaiser squares up. Here's a one-timer, bouncing puck, and it goes off of Buchanan as Payos' one-timer slap shot almost gets redirected in off a shin pad. Payos with the puck, avoids Romero. Payos on his backhand. Now Regis is back to full strength with 6:21 remaining in the first period. Regis has an opportunity and a breakaway. Here comes Holloway. Holloway and Schick gets stood up as he had Holloway in front of him, and Regis doesn't get a shot on a 2-on-0. Meanwhile, puck comes back over to the far side. Payos takes his man off, touched up by Rolison, and McCall brings it in as the rest of the line goes for a change. Meanwhile, Fecity on the forecheck as the puck gets moved over in front of the Regis bench. Coming sweeping back in was Balatbat, and Lutz on the far side one-hands it, but he gets sealed off and nicely taken away. Fecity moves it back over the wall. Price is able to get a piece of it, but Thompson pokes it right back behind. Lutz has it. Lutz's pass is intercepted by Muir, who moves it up the wall. Price has pressure, gets some support from behind as Fecity comes up with the puck, and his backhander is deflected by Williams. Never got through. Lutz touches up there. It's offsides on Valor. Break in the action. 5:23 remaining first period. 1-0 Valor.
Earlier in this sequence, Regis had that short breakaway opportunity, but Kaiser came back by making that mistake by going D to D, turning that puck over, but he gets back in time to negate that breakaway, which could have been a 2-on-0 for Regis, but a great play by Kaiser coming back.
Puck is put in, and chasing back is Oganiku. Kai Oganiku. He's got some great hands and some great footwork for a defenseman. Walsh moves the puck over to the open space where picked up in stride is Price. Price versus Oganiku. Oganiku forces him wide. And back up high, Morona takes a shot, deflected, scores! Fecity gets the goal, 2-0 Valor.
What a goal, what a tip here, and it was a great shot by number 11 for Valor, and then Fecity just gets his shaft on that, and you can see Bussy just doesn't know where it's going, but a great opportunity and a great chance where now he executes with that tip. You can see it go right off the shaft of his stick and just right by the glove of Bussy.
That was
2-0.
That was Nicholas Morona, who did not play the last game, and he's out there now, and he gets an assist on that second goal. We've got a 2-goal lead for Valor, and with some speed is Aiden Owen. Owen picks up the puck. He puts it over to the far side as he takes the punishment from behind. Meanwhile, back behind, and Glossinger stretches for it, can't come up with it. Touched up by Owen. Glossinger's got a penalty there, and it's going to go for a slash. And now Regis will have an opportunity, their second of the game.
To be honest, I'm not sure where that call is coming from. It was a very faint slash. I don't think it warranted a penalty, but regardless, Regis is going to go on the power play, try to regain this deficit to 1 goal now by getting a power play goal.
So the top line is out there for Terry Ott is out there for Dan Woodley. Dan Woodley is not on the bench here today. So Terry Ott, who coaches the JV team, is out there coaching this team. So let's set the stage for you. 1:48 remaining in the power play, and Regis marches in and working his way through, but Payos gets a stick on it, disrupts the entry. Buchanan delivers a check, and Payos looking for it. Payos delivers a couple of good stick checks, and back behind is Aiden Owen. Owen fishes it back where it's picked up by Kaiser, and Kaiser sends it the length of the ice.
Yeah, good job by Valor, and especially Payos right here in the neutral zone as he gave a hit to Okanahu and just kind of got him off his guard, but makes them make a play where they didn't want to.
And puck is brought in. Oganiku comes in, but McCall, the defenseman there, Oganiku down low for the defenseman. Price gets a piece of it. Dembeck winds the shot pad save. Redeflected over into the near side. Coming away with it is Radek. Radek, a back pass, goes to nobody in particular, and Valor is able to clear the puck. 55 seconds remaining in the power play.
Yeah, Valor's doing a good job with their penalty kill where they're not giving Regis much time and space, and you can see that they just have to keep breaking it out, but Valor doing a great job.
Oganiku moves it over to Holloway. Holloway's got the line, and he had the top portion of the net, but he sends it into the netting and out of play. He had an opportunity as he brought it in, and he got past the defenseman. That's Sean Holloway, number 11 for Regis.
Yeah, Holloway really came in with some speed, and that was good. But that's the thing, Regis is only given the outside, and Holloway elected to go with the shot and just missed that top shelf.
Off the faceoff, Romero recoils, takes it over the red line, and he sends it in again off the boot of the linesman, and it's held there, and a nice play there by Ruth.
Well, that's a heads-up confident play there by a goaltender.
And there's Coach Gwozdecki looking down at his notes going like, just how I drew it up there. Here we go, right-hand side. Regis looks to make the entry. The pass is errant, and it goes for an icing call with 10 seconds remaining in Regis's first power play. Second.
Yeah, Valor has some good penalty kill right now, and that's the thing about having a big bench for both teams is you can actually isolate and utilize those players for those specific units in special teams. And Coach Gwozdecki with his coaching staff, I know they've been doing a lot of work both on power play and penalty kill.
Romero playing pitch and catch with Holloway. Holloway sends it back to Romero, and Romero with some time as Walsh is backpedaling. And it's sent up just inside the blue line where it's battled for and taken away by Fekete. Fekete sends it back behind the cage, and Kaiser controls. Kaiser, hot pass off the wall, gets past everyone, and it's going for icing. We're coming back to Valor's end with 2:14 remaining in the first period. Valor with an early 2-0 lead in this first period.
Yeah, early lead, and great job with those goals too. The first one with Payos going in with speed, and then second one with a nice tip by Fekete to give him the 2 goals, and they did a great job killing this penalty kill.
Puck comes up to Williams. His shot goes wide, and with time is McConnell. He gathers it in. He's got a man up ahead of him. It's Charles. Finds him, but Charles can't control, and the puck comes back over to Lutz. Lutz fishes it through a stick, and he finds his man, number 14, Thompson. Thompson drops it there for Balatbat. Balatbat gets stood up, and a nice little touch play. And you watch this passing, and it's touch play after touch play off the boards to a line mate. Meanwhile, back to the live action. Chasing it down is Charles. He has time right in front. and Majeski's shot, and it gets caught up in the boots of one of the Regis defenders. That was number 6, Ryan Williams. Here comes Regis in front of the bench. Back to Lutz. Lutz takes it into the zone, but he's picking up the change, and the shot whistles wide, and the ricochet, the rolling puck comes up to Majeski. Majeski gets it in deep, and Charles goes for a chop shot there as he tried to move the puck into the center portion of the ice. Coming away with it is Romero. Over on the far side, Braddock. I don't know if we've mentioned William Braddock yet this point in the game, but the defenseman for Regis puts it in deep. Recoiling is Kaiser. Kaiser sends it back up the right-hand side, and the icing is waved off as Braddock was on the backside of his man. And meanwhile, Glossinger on the forecheck, and sidestepping it is Ben Romero. Romero sends it back over to the near side where it's stolen there by Majeski. Back up high, held by Kaiser. Kaiser swings it back over to McCall. McCall's shot goes, and the save was made by Bussey. Meanwhile, pile up back behind the cage, and the puck is fished back up where Kaiser takes the shot, and Bussey fights it off with the blocker. Puck is swept but not deep. Right back in as Kaiser puts it in, and it was, I believe, offsides.
Good shift by Valor, putting the pressure on, and it's that fourth line, Majeski and Larson, putting the pressure in the corner, getting the puck out, and then they get the puck back to the point where Kaiser gets a nice shot, making Bussey actually get a good blocker on it. But they're doing a good job, especially late here in the first period.
So with 20 seconds remaining, the top line is out there for Valor, and Ruth makes a routine save. 17 seconds remaining. And Gabe, I have to tell you, I gave you last game's lineup, and the fourth line moved up to the third line. So you've got a
I'm a day behind.
You're a day behind. But that shows you they were so effective in their forecheck, and George moved them up to the third line.
Well, that just shows you too, for all the listening, is that no matter where you are in one game, it can always change to the next, right? So some players can have a hot game, some players can be off, but that give a lot of credit to the coaching staff where they recognize that.
Back to the live action with 4 seconds remaining. A pile up on the half boards, and it goes right, and it's held in by Payos. You know, it's interesting. I've done a number of games for Valor this tournament, and what I have really enjoyed seeing is Coach Gwozdecki move players in and out. And the early games during their first game, they had a number of underclassmen that actually play on the JV team, and he gave them time during this varsity tournament, and it's been impressive. So
certainly, and that's the one thing, the testament to Coach Gwozdecki is he gives all his players that opportunity to earn their playing time, to earn their position. And there's really no classification. If you're a senior or a freshman, he wants the players that are going to be given everything they can for the team and also putting out all their individual effort.
And, you know, the only downside for the announcer is I have to rewrite my my line chart each game because he will make 1 to 2 changes a game, and that's all is needed here.
Well, the things to be easy, or those are easy when we see the team game after game. But when it's here and there, and you got to fiddle through the lines, it does make it a little difficult. But good job for staying on top of it, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, they don't pay me for nothing here, and maybe that is right. I don't know. We haven't figured that out yet. So the squads have reversed. We have Ruth to our left. We have Bussey to our right. And this second period, we'll play half of it, and then at about somewhere midway, they'll make a change for us here.
Yeah, that when you mentioned that, I thought that they were going to do it at like a certain time period, but it caught me off guard. That just it was like a whistle, and then all of a sudden, let's go to an ice cut.
You know, it actually makes an awful lot of sense. I do a lot of work in the NAPHL, and in that league, this is how they play it. And I have felt that they should go to this, and especially at the high school level where you get one ice make, and these guys make a lot of snow out there after 2 full periods. So it's good to see it. Let's get you back to the live action. Back behind Ruth's cage, it's Dembeck, and he tries to sweep a backhander in, and it's picked and rejected by Ruth and moved out by Price. Price, a little backhander, finds Walsh in stride. Walsh, centering feed right in front, but it was defended nicely by Sergio Padilla. Coming back up with the puck is Valor, and the shot goes deflected off of a boot up and high. That was Morona's shot, and Morona had that shot that went off of Fekete earlier for the goal. Walsh, and stepping on sides nicely was Larson. And Larson steps in, and the shot just misses the left-hand side, but it draws a penalty.
Yeah, Walsh did a good job going back and forth, and you're right, he's going to draw a penalty here against Regis.
So Ruth holds it up there, and he sends a pass that gets past everyone. And going into the box for a hooking call is Robbie Dembeck, number 5.
So what caused that penalty was actually the individual effort by Walsh, where he recognized his teammate was changing late. He kind of straddled the blue line to stay onside, and then he picks up his speed. And when he picked up his speed, that's when he caught the Regis player flat-footed and made that Regis player pull him down for that penalty. So it was a good individual effort by Walsh.
So for Coach Gwozdecki, he's got his top line out there. McCall, Kaiser, Buchanan, Payos, and Rollison. And as for Regis, they have number 11 Holloway out there, along with 19 Schick. Bringing the puck in is Payos. Payos with some patience, and he'll reset things with McCall up front. Back over to Payos. Payos looking for a lane, but it gets deflected off of a Regis boot and back out to center, and a dangerous play in front of us as McCall and Holloway collide. Meanwhile, Payos with the puck gets picked up, delivers a pass just over to the left-hand side, and trying to jam it in was Buchanan. What a play by Payos.
Oh, Payos with another individual effort, and this kid has been all over the puck all game, and they had another great opportunity.
Here comes McCall starting the breakout, and stepping in on Rollison was number 7 nicely, and that was number 7, that was Sanas. And back behind, McCall gets shouldered, and McCall has taken a beating this power play. Meanwhile, Buchanan with it sends it to open space. Payos gathers it in. Here it winds, and the shot goes up and high. Trying to keep it in was Kaiser, and it's hoisted off the glass, but not deep. Held in, 2-on-1. Rollison with it. Rollison takes the shot, and Rollison sends it right into the goalie. He had Payos on the far side opening up.
Yeah, he sure did, and Payos was letting him know that he was over there. But Rollison does a good job getting the puck, but you can see Payos having that stick there for the one-timer, and Rollison elects for the shot, and Bussey makes a good chest save.
To his credit, we did have Sanas kind of stepping back in on the back check there, trying to help out. Price gets tied up against the boards, and stepping in from his deep position is Owen. He sticks his nose in there, and we have a 5-man pile-up. 3 Valor players, 2 Regis players, and coming away with it is Valor. Fekete sends it soft off the boards, and a slap pass back over to the left-hand side. Picked back up by Owen, and Owens back behind the cage. The puck is picked back up. Fekete with it. This is the second line with 9 seconds remaining in the power play. Fekete sends it over to Owen. Owen thinks about it. Back over to center. Here's the shot by Lloyd, and the save made by Bussey.
Good job. Good puck movement. That's what I like right now with Valor is they're getting the puck movement. They have traffic in front, and they're making Bussey make these saves. He's earning these saves for sure, but it's a good job, and you can see right in front, Valor tried to get the second swift at it, but Bussey gobbles it up.
Here's Glossinger's line out there as power play time ticks off, and a quick shot there as Majeski, as Bussey was just readied for it, but the puck went wide, and a stick check back from behind, but fought off, and the puck is moved back up by Oganiku. Coming back in, Balatbat leaves it there as he leaves it for number 14, Thompson. And the puck comes back out to center. It's swept aside, and staying on sides and leaving it there was Regis. Meanwhile, overskating it just slightly, and Lutz chops at it. Glossinger controls. Looking forward is Thompson. Can't come away with it, and the puck is fished over to the near side where Larson has it. Larson has a man in the middle, and it bounces back over to Majeski. Majeski kicks it down into the corner, and Morona in deep, and the defenseman Morona in way deep, Meanwhile, covering for the defensive possession is Glossinger over on the far side, number 17. Muir tips at it, and he'll go chase as he's got a man on his backside, and he's able to effectively get it up but not out where the line is held by Throckmorton. Throckmorton puts it back behind Valor's cage. It's moved up the wall, and a little back pass. Muir will recover and reset things over on the far side. He sends a pass that is intercepted by Filler. Filler puts it back behind the cage, and the forecheck continues as Valor has some trouble. Meanwhile, the puck comes back over to the left wing boards, comes back over to Charles. Charles cross-ice pass, and the puck is moved back out to center. Recoiling is Padilla. Sergio Padilla sends a perfect pass, bringing it in, shot, and the dribbling save, and the puck is back behind the cage and looking for it again. That was Bowers on that shot. The second opportunity goes up and over the net, and Valor streaks out. Cross-ice feed, and it comes back over to Charles. Charles gets there first as Padilla pounds him into the boards. And a tough check by Padilla sends another one. Meanwhile, Valor continues to battle. And the loose puck back behind the cage is picked back up by Throckmorton. He sends it up the wall, and Regis is finally able to get it up and out. Charles picks back up the puck, and a fluttering pass back out to the center where Bowers comes away with it. Bowers moves it back over to the left sideboards and the cross-ice feed, and Kaiser has time as Regis goes for a line change. Meanwhile, almost fanning on it, Kaiser picks it back up and cleans up the spilled milk. McCall with it from his knees. Back pass over to Kaiser. Kaiser with Radek bearing down on him. Kaiser holds off the smaller Radek, and Radek continues to battle. We've got a four-man scrum as Dembeck joins. And a chase over to the near side, and the centering feed all alone, and Radek can't get on it as Kaiser was able to go down and get his boot, and here's the rising shot, seen all the way and taken out of the air by Ruth.
Yeah, good pressure by Regis, and you could see the emotion on the bench from Coach Terriot, where that was a good shift. They put a lot of pressure on Valor, and it started actually a shift before where Regis had a great opportunity and Ruth had a big save. But now the Raiders are starting to come back in, but a good job by Kaiser and a nice save by Ruth.
Buchanan wins the faceoff versus a matching Radek, and the puck is moved up the right wing boards where Payos has it. Picture-perfect pass over to Rollison. Rollison bringing it in on Romero, and Romero is able to shoulder Rollison off of it, and Rollison has to retrieve up against the wall. Puck comes back up to Lloyd. Lloyd slides it across to Owen. Owen's shot just misses on the far side. Meanwhile, Lloyd sends it back down, and working off the wall is Payos. Payos with the long stick, but he has it pickpocketed from him, and marching out on the far side is Gleason. Gleason avoids one. The centering feed just misses, as who couldn't pick it up was Romero, the defenseman, who was joining the offensive rush. Romero has it stick checked, and it comes back out to center. He slides it across to the far side where Braddock has it. Braddock will send it in, go for a line change. Ruth holds it there, and he fishes it back. Dembeck on the forecheck. Rollison is able to recover, sends it back, but Romero holds the line, sidesteps Rollison, steps in on his backhand, hits the brakes, looks for relief, sends it back, but up and out of the zone.
Yeah, he had a nice opportunity. He had his D partner, Lloyd, just standing in the middle of the ice and didn't get a chance to get it up to him.
Lloyd moves it to Rollison off the wall. Payos chasing, bouncing puck, picked back up. Lloyd works through two, and now he sends it in, goes for a line change, and Walsh will pick up the work down low. Walsh out of the corner being held up, and it gets taken off the play as Sean Holloway, the centerman, comes back to help out the D. Meanwhile, Price tips it ahead. Price all alone. Price shot, scores! Price finds the short side of the net. 3-0 Valor.
What a play by Ryder Price. Great individual effort on the forecheck. Coughs the puck up, and then he makes no mistake going backhand, forehand, and puts it over the glove of Bussey to give him a 3-goal lead.
And here you see it from Bussey's viewpoint. And he draws him to one side, and you're right, he had a sliver to shoot for, and he was able to hit it.
Yep, it was a small space, but he did a great job, and great momentum boost for Valor.
Valor leads 3-0 with the 9:15 mark here in this second period. The bouncing puck is controlled by Lutz. Lutz brings it in, but he's surrounded by a host of Valor players and gets shouldered off the puck. Puck is swept over to the far side. Looking for it there was Morona, the defenseman, comes away with it. Morona sends a pass over to his D partner, Morona. Morona takes a check from Lutz, and stepping back is Larson. Larson gets pinned up against the boards, and he sends the puck back out to center where Glossinger has it. Glossinger over to Majeski. Glossinger chasing it with a pair of 17s. That's Throckmorton for Regis. Larson one-hands it, and a big check down low by number 8, Raddick. Raddick sidesteps one. He avoids the check, and a nice little pass over. That was Balatbad over to Lutz, and the loose puck, and it goes into the corner. Lutz fishes it back up to Thompson. Thompson working off the wall with some pressure, sends a blind pass, and Kaiser has it. Hot pass comes off the boards in front of us here as Romero slides it back over to his D partner over on the right-hand side. Tip play for Regis. Regis will go for a line change. Kaiser sweeps it back up the left wing boards, and a touch pass there, and it's moved back out to center. Regis controls but gives it right away as Kaiser has it at the Valor blue line. He'll bring it in and takes the zone. Kaiser squares up, takes the shot, and the shot is tipped by Charles over on the far side, up high, and the breadbasket save in the crest of Regis is made by Bussy.
Yeah, good puck work there by Valor. A couple good chances, and Bussy with a nice save to end this first half of the championship game, where much needed break, I would say, for Regis going in.
Good end-to-end action, and this has been. For Regis, it's a chance to regroup and come back out here trailing 3-0. I'm Manny Furtado, Gabe Gauthier on the color, and Shaw Hockey Production, Michael and Suzanne. We should thank them, and all of this action that you guys have enjoyed is compliments of the Shaw Hockey group, and they just do a wonderful job. So thank you very much for that. And we appreciate the opportunity to broadcast this. We'll be back for the balance of the second and third periods, 3-0 Valor.
We take clean to a whole new level. At Frenchie's Modern Nail Care, we're not just clean, we're ridiculously clean. We're serious about the cleanliness and sterilization of our studios and tools because we truly care about the health and safety of our guests. There are 3 locations serving the Valor community in Lone Tree, Highlands Ranch, and Littleton. Book your appointment today online at FrenchiesNails.com. Frenchie's Modern Nail Care, where we were clean before clean was cool.
Welcome to Sully's Bar and Grill, located upstairs at the Ice Ranch in Littleton, a family favorite for hockey, drinks, and great food. We are open 4 p.m. to midnight Monday through Friday, and 11 a.m. to midnight on Saturday and Sunday. Alcohol sales end at 11 p.m., and reservations to watch the NHL playoffs or your favorite youth hockey game are strongly encouraged. Join us for a specialty pizza and a cold beer and get your hockey on.
Precision Edge Hockey was started in the early 80s out of a garage over by DU. That owner was named Mark. I grew up playing hockey in the Denver area, so when I started playing hockey, Precision Edge was the only store in town to go to. As it grew, Mark ended up selling the business to one of his longtime employees who hired me when my career was over. And I worked for him for 8 years until I figured who better but me to take it over. And I've been owner of the store since 2008. Been here at the Ice Ranch since 2013. Couldn't be happier to be here. It's been such an amazing experience to see all the high school teams, all the kids, all the adults play, and see all the growth in Denver hockey over the years.
like, great. Thank you.
It's like the whole time. It's like, oh my God. And we are back for the balance of the second period and third period here between Regis and Valor, where Valor is enjoying a 3-goal lead. And off the face-off, we'll have a quick whistle.
Yeah, Valor's, like you said, enjoying the 3-goal lead, and they've been doing a great job getting pucks in front of Bussy, getting the puck low. But the other thing is Ruth really hasn't been challenged, and I think they want to keep it that way.
Kaiser moves it up the wall as he finds Walsh, and Walsh takes a heavy check. Kaiser's able to tip it forward, holds it up there where he loses an edge and goes tumbling. Meanwhile, McCall comes up with it. And Dembeck from center ice, a backhander, but McCall gloves it down and slides it back over to Kaiser. Kaiser fanned a little bit on that. Price stretching for it, punches it up, and the tumbling puck just comes out as Raddick puts it right back in. And from behind Ruth's cage, the long pass, Ruth touches it up. Fekete comes away with it and shoots one through the wickets. And had an opportunity, could he have gotten away, but he got tied up as the Regis backchecker made a nice play. Meanwhile, coming back the other way is Padilla, and Padilla, the defenseman, hard on the forecheck. Rollison sidesteps one. He's got a man in front of him. It's Buchanan. Rollison brings it in, slides it over to Buchanan, but Buchanan's stick got tied up nicely. Oganiku, I believe, was on the defensive end of that. Payos avoids one. Now he sidesteps two, brings it in, but he stick checked from behind and lifts the stick. And the whistle there, and we've got a hooking call, I believe.
Yeah, the penalty's going to go on Regis, and another offensive zone penalty against Regis where the player just went in and hooked Valor down, and that gave him a great opportunity where Valor then transitioned back to get a couple good opportunities. Pejos again in the action, but now Regis going down to a penalty kill with a 3-0 deficit right now. Not a good thing for Regis, but good momentum opportunity for Valor.
Top line out there for Valor, but looking for a short-handed opportunity is Regis, but Regis says Sanis was taken off the puck, Romero defending, and Rollison, without a lot of real estate to work with, brings it back out to center where he flips one back to McCall. Holloway on the forecheck, and Holloway delivers a check, but he's the one that goes down. Meanwhile, puck comes back over to Pejos. Pejos will take the line. He's got Rollison behind him. Slides it over to the far side as he had Kaiser stepping in from his D position. McCall holds it up there, and he sends a flyer in as Buchanan was in the middle, taking a little bit of punishment. Cross-ice feed. Kaiser's got it all day. Kaiser sends it far side. Rollison gets his second. Power play goal, 4-0 Valor.
What a great heads-up play by Kaiser, and the puck goes from the point over to Kaiser just on the dot, and he's bumbling it for a little bit, but then he's able to find that puck across to find Buchanan with a wide open cage. And what a play by Kaiser. You can see here, no one's looking, and then Buchanan just has the wide open cage to make it 4-0. What a great play.
And so that is the first power play goal for Valor, and they are now 1 for 3. And back to the live action, 5:28 remaining in the second period. Oganiku gets turned aside and he sends it back up. A hard pass goes off the stick of Schaefer. And coming up with the loose puck is Schaefer again, but he can't get a strong backhander off as his stick was lifted. And from the half boards, the shot was taken back in front. And trying to jam it aside there was number 22, Bowers. Meanwhile, avoiding the loose puck, or the loose stick, I should say, on the ice was Larson. Larson drags it down into the corner, but it has it taken off of his stick. And Regis advances. Trent Schaefer will put it in. He skies one high off the high glass. And the shot by Bowers ricochets over to the near sideboards. Swept over to Morona, and the defenseman Morona calls for it again. And a little bit of sloppy play there. And the pass, and here comes Majeski. Majeski gets tied up. I believe that was with Padilla. And icing is the call, and we'll come back. And the faceoff comes to in front of Regis's net.
You can see Valor is doing a great job not only keeping Regis at bay, but they're getting them frustrated too. And when you see the frustration, two things come out. One, either the penalties, and two, it's the turnovers. And that's what's happening right now is Valor is putting the pressure on Regis where they're forcing turnovers and they're getting these opportunities.
Balapat pokes at it, and Bussey covers and gains the whistle here, and we'll do it again from the same spot. So Glossinger's line is out there. He's got Larson on one side and Majeski on the other. That's Cooper Majeski. Puck is swept up to the near side. Owen steps in from his D position, and the puck is rescued by McConnell. McConnell delivers it back over to the far side where Charles sweeps it back behind the cage, and Padilla comes away with it. Padilla with some time, Charles in front of him, and it's sent over to the near side where Throckmorton can't gain the zone. But the dump in by Thompson does. Ruth waiting, and back behind the cage is Owen. Owen thinks about it over on the sideboards, but that was covered, so he hangs on to it, and he takes it through center ice. And Owen is able to get it in. Glossinger goes for the chase, and Padilla moves the puck up the right wing boards to Lutz, but Lutz gets hung up there as Lloyd had stepped in from his D position. Puck in front of the Zam boards, skips over McCall's stick, and chasing it is Charles along with number 14, Dylan Thompson. It's poked back to McCall. McCall's got time and space, walks it up through the neutral zone, and past Glossinger. McCall, the defenseman, will take it in. He's got a man on the near side, but his backhanded attempt goes hoist up and over. Dembeck with the puck, takes it into the zone. He squares up, hits the brakes, cross-ice feed as he was looking for line mate Aiden Raddick. And Raddick on the forecheck gets enough of a stick on it, and he's taken out of the play effectively by Kaiser. McCall with the puck, and in front of him is Payos. Payos calls, gets it delivered. He's got McCall behind him, but a nice play by Romero, and Romero takes Payos off. Dembeck gathers it back in and slides it back over to the D-man over on the far side, number 3, Braddock. Puck is poked back to Valor's end. Chase back up the boards, back down to McCall. McCall's got some time, but he sends it over, and Rolison has to do battle. Makes a nice little play to get that pass right to the center of the ice. Regis controls. Here's the shot. Goes off a shin pad. Bouncing puck. Dembeck looks for it. Payos has it. Payos hoists it back out to center, but not out as it's held in. And now the cross-ice feed right in front of the slot area, and the puck is poked back out to center. And chasing it down is Romero.
Good job by Valor clogging up the middle of the ice, and that's what's given the frustration to Regis, is that they don't have any way to make any plays. They're doing good on their back pressure, and they're doing good at clogging up the middle.
Valor with 1:37 remaining in the second period and a 4-goal lead. Ice the puck, so the faceoff will come to the right of Jace Ruth.
And that's one of the things about this Valor team. I was talking to Coach Gwozdecki before this, and also his assistant coaches, which deserve a lot of credit too. And Coach Dean, Coach Mark, and Coach Dylan, all of those kids are helping out this team to give different values and different insights to this Valor team.
Regis counterattack here. The drop pass back over to the near side, and the centering feed by number 11, Sean Holloway, went unanswered. Walsh has it poked off his stick, and chasing it back down into the corner is Holloway. Holloway looks up high as he finds Williams. Williams shot, and a blocker save is into the near side corner. Heavy check there. Price looking to take it back up to the point, but Oganeku puts it right back down. His shot got deflected and never got through. Walsh with one hand, and Holloway makes a nice one-handed stick check. Puck is controlled by Regis as Regis looks for the man up front. Sanis touches it, but he goes for a line change. And stepping in is Carter Schick. Schick on the forecheck, and the puck is taken back out to center ice. Put right back in, tag up, and marching in is number 22, Nicholas Bowers on the forecheck. He's looking to make anything happen for this Regis squad as they effectively have not been able to solve Chase Ruth. Centering feed, there is Bowers, the aforementioned. He was right on the doorstep, but he couldn't get much on it. Price with the puck, with a man behind him, gets tied up with the stick, and the puck squirts free, and out comes Regis. Regis marching ahead with Bowers. Bowers on his backhand, but the shot is saved by Jace Ruth. Ruth saw it the whole way, and let's see, players collided into Ruth's cage.
Yeah, no, that was a good transition by Regis, and they get the puck up. Ruth makes a good glove save, and on the back part of that play, looks like number 7 for Valor is going to go in the box for a penalty, and that's Owen. Looks like they got him for a high stick.
So with 8.2 seconds remaining in this second period, Regis has an offensive opportunity in the left dot. The faceoff is won by Valor. Back up high, Dembeck tries to slide it over. Here goes Payos. Payos says 2 seconds, 1 second. Shot just misses. It would have counted.
What a great opportunity by Payos. And, you know, this kid has been all over the puck, I said in the first period, and he's fun to watch, too, because not only does he play a great offensive game, he plays a very good defensive game. And that's the testament to the coach, Gwozdecki, by putting him in all the situations. Power play, penalty kill, and he had a great opportunity there. But time wasn't on his side for that one.
Good thing he was skating towards the end with the scoreboard. He could look up and see how much time he had. I don't know if he had the sense of that, but he took that shot from well out as he knew he didn't have much remaining.
Yeah, it was a last-ditch shot, but he still got a good hold of it, and it was a good save by Bussy to keep it at bay. Bussy
got that right stick up there. And there you see the respective coaches and their benches. And, you know, as you see, you look on the ice here, you've got the Valor logo and the Regis Jesuit logo here. This is home ice for both of these two teams.
Yes. It's just one of those things that here in Colorado, there's a lot of good hockey programs, but not enough facilities to accommodate. And here at the Ice Ranch, there's actually 4 high schools at the varsity level that practice and play, and it's Regis, it's Valor, it's Cherry Creek, and Heritage. You know, it just shows you again the traction of high school hockey in Colorado, where you have 4 predominantly powerhouse programs playing out of one facility.
And with the new South Suburban rink on the which is under construction right now, that's going to help immensely. That'll solve a few issues here, but the old South Suburban gets torn down, doesn't it? So
yeah.
We gain what, 1 sheet?
Yes, so it's an addition of 1 of 1 sheet.
There we go. Okay, back to the live action. And with 1:43 remaining in Regis's power play, it's Oganeku sends it back over to the near side where it's touched up by Thompson. Thompson sends it back over. Braddock up against the boards and having a bit of trouble with it over on the far side was Braddock. Puck comes back over. Oganeku slides it back over top of the circle on the right-hand side, and the shot, more of a pass, is picked up by Thompson. Thompson moves the puck back over to Gleason. Gleason, Oganeku. And that one is a toughie. Yeah, you know, you've missed that one a couple of times a game. Meanwhile, Gleason picks up the puck. Payos misses on the check. Puck is brought right back up. Oganeku back over, left-hand side. Dembeck's shot fought off, but deflected over into the far side corner. And it's stolen away by McCall, and McCall is able to get it up to Buchanan, who clears the zone. 47 seconds remaining in the power play. And Rollison on the forecheck, Regis on the breakout. And the pass goes past everyone, and it'll come all the way to Ruth, where he holds and gains a whistle.
Yeah, Valor again on the penalty kill. They've done it before, and they're doing it again, and it's just it goes to the coaching of that staff, where they're not giving Regis any time or space to make plays, and then they're also clogging up that middle where they're only given the outside, and there's not much to do.
Time for perhaps one last rush as Padilla goes back, and he's got Rollison on his backside, and he's going to see to it that this is it. Here comes Padilla. Padilla with some speed takes the zone, gets it in deep, but he gets taken out of the play as he tumbles with Morona, the defenseman. Puck back behind the cage, and coming away with it is Rollison, and he hands it off to Price. And 2-on-1 developing. And over on the far side was Glossinger, but the pass was hot, and it was about 6 inches off the ice. Tough play to make for Glossinger. Didn't get anything on it, and he goes tumbling into the net. Yeah,
good opportunity by Valor there, a 2-on-1. And Price elected to go to the pass to Glossinger, but it was just a little high. Good job by the defenseman of Regis to get in the way. But in that spot right there, you can have that opportunity where you're going to give yourself a shot opportunity.
Lutz in on the forecheck, and Lutz takes a dangerous check as he puts Owen into the end boards, and Owen is okay. He's back up as he knows he drew a penalty, and the puck is poked off of a Valor stick, but it's not controlled, and it sent the length of the ice in, almost a scoring opportunity. I should say an inadvertent opportunity.
That would not have been good for Valor.
Lloyd avoids the check. Fekete is able to advance it up to Larson. Larson takes the shot, and the save is made, and we're still on a delayed penalty. And there's the whistle. So with 13:38, and the clock is now running in this third and final period with a 4-goal lead.
Yeah, Lutz is going to go to the box for Regis for cross-checking Owen, and that's another play where Owen kind of took the bad end of a hit, but he is able to still make the play. And after this game, I know he's going to be smiling because he's going to be doing stuff that's a little bit of a sacrifice to help the team win. But it's a good job by Valor keeping their composure, especially like I said before, where Regis is kind of getting agitated. Valor's got to continue to keep their composure.
This is the senior line out there for Coach Gwozdecki, where Logan Buchanan, Evan Payos, and Blake Rollison are all out there, as well as McCall and Kaiser. Kaiser is the only junior out there. Meanwhile, puck comes back up, and here's McCall's shot, and the loose puck right on the doorstep, and it was chopped at and cleared back out of harm's way and back out to center ice. McCall hands it over to Buchanan, and McCall will restart things. Buchanan, back pass over to Payos, and it goes beyond him, and Regis is able to clear the puck.
Yeah, right now Valor is just trying to get things set up. It's been a while since they've been on the power play, and like you said, they have their top line out there of seniors. They just got to get their chemistry going.
Puck is stolen by Regis and put in deep, but they're not going to pressure, and they're holding back. Dembeck is out there along with Radek, and sidestepping all is Rollison. Rollison brings it into the left-hand dot over on the side of the circle. Payos grabs it there, and Payos, avoiding Radek, takes it in, but he has it stripped off his stick. And the top line for Valor will go for a line change with 30 seconds remaining in the power play. Bauer's on the forecheck, and McCall will hold things up, and he sends it back over to Price. Price was looking for Fekete in the middle, and Owen comes up with it. Owen quickly back up high to Walsh, back over to Price. Walsh gets tied up there, and nice defensive play by Gleason, and he's able to disrupt the power play with 3 seconds remaining in the power play. Price has the puck, and he sends it rink wide back over to Aiden Owen. Owen marches through center, and drags it right down into the low slot area. Had an opportunity. Walsh comes away with it, but only momentarily. And the puck is cleared back out to center. Fekete gets tumbled. Bowers sends it in. It goes wide, and bouncing off is Gleason picks up the loose puck. Fekete is there. Price is able to gobble it up. Oganeku defending. Here's the shot. It gets deflected. It goes high, and it ricochets all the way back out to center ice and off of Gleason's boot. Pair of 10s there. Jeremy Muir sends it back up and in front of the Regis bench. It's controlled. Tipped and up and out of play by Regis. That was number 3, Braddock. So we've got a break in the action with 10:25 and counting on the clock.
That last power play for Regis, not much opportunity offensively, but if you're going to look at it from a positive aspect, it just wasted another 2 minutes of time where it doesn't give Regis the opportunity to get an offensive attack.
Schick tries to get his stick on it, but he gets effectively taken out of the play, and chasing it back is Sergio Padilla. Padilla back over to his D partner and worked up to Sanis. Sanis headmans the puck. Sanis gathers it back in, but it runs into a couple of bodies over on the half boards, and the puck pokes free. And right in the slot area, Regis with an opportunity, and burying it was number 19, Carter Schick. And he posts Regis's first goal on the board at the 9:33 mark. Schick gets the goal, 4-1. Valor leads by 3 now.
That was a nice shot by Schick and a little bit of a defensive breakdown by Valor as there was a scrum and it right in the slot where 3 of the Valor players were kind of looking at the puck, and it just squeaked out onto the stick of Schick, and he made no mistake by putting it over the glove of Ruth to make this now a 3-goal game.
Kaiser delivers a big check to Schick, but he bounces right back up, and he's looking for more. And Schick on the forecheck, and there he's got a bit of energy as he challenges McConnell. McConnell takes a check from behind, and now McConnell waiting, picks up the puck and lasers one from high atop the circle. Puck is kept inside the Regis zone, and fighting through as it was Majewski. Majewski back behind the cage, McConnell ahead of him, and McConnell holding up on the wall. Meanwhile, Regis takes the puck away, and marching up is Schick on this near side. Tries to get past Kaiser in a 50-50 battle down into the corner. Has Kaiser fishing it back to the safety of McCall. McCall tries to swing it back to the far side. It glides up the boards, and catching up to it was McConnell. McConnell sends it over to Charles. Charles takes the zone, and Charles challenged by Romero, sends it right up the gut. And the loose puck, Glossinger's shot, gets deflected, never really got through. Lutz moving up ice, looking for the pass, but Lloyd reads it, and Lloyd and Lutz go tumbling down, and they have a nice little battle behind the play. Meanwhile, puck is picked back up by Blattbat, and Blattbat's centering feed. Glossinger takes it away. Lloyd is there along with Owen. Owen looks one way, reverses, goes the other way, and he sends it back over where it bounces off of number 22, Cooper Majeski. Glossinger with it, and the fluttering puck is gloved down by Romero, and Romero with some speed tries to headman it up to Lutz. And a tough play to make as it was right up the gut. Meanwhile, counterattack. Here comes Majeski, and Majeski has it taken off of his stick. The puck is moved up to Glossinger, and Glossinger takes a nasty check from behind from Lutz. And Lutz is going to go to the box. That's his second of the game. Lutz took a cross-checking penalty earlier, and that was on Owen. Now he takes this one on number 18, who bared the brunt of it. That's Ben Larson.
Yeah, another penalty for Lutz, and it's a 2-10 for boarding. Not a good penalty, especially with that goal they just scored. They had some momentum going against Valor, where Valor was kind of looking and scrambling, but now this is an opportunity for Valor to regain this momentum.
Well, you also had a stop clock, and so now if Valor can get a goal, they go back up to by 4, and the clock runs with 7:29, remaining in this third and final period. McCall resettles things back over to Kaiser as Radek watches. Back over to Kaiser. Kaiser sidestepping Dembeck. And with 1:35 remaining in the power play, this first line is having a bit of trouble as Payos goes tumbling. Puck is rescued by Buchanan, and Buchanan sets up back in the Valor zone. He sends a pass up, past Kaiser, it'll go for icing. Not what you would want as far as your breakout on a power play here. And so for Coach Gwozdecki, he's going to change things up.
Yeah, certainly, and that's the thing. You can see the frustration of that line where sometimes things just don't work out the way you planned, and that's the best part about having a full bench is that you have other teammates that you can rely on.
And off the face-off, here's Price. Price gets it back out to center, and with 1:11 remaining in the power play, it's Ruth who will hold things up back behind the cage for Owen. Owen sends it back over to Lloyd. Lloyd picks it up nicely and headmans it back up to Walsh. Walsh uses the defenseman as a screen, but it bounces off of him. And a nice little fake play there by Padilla, who he faked like he was going to send it one way.
Yeah, that was a nice fake by Padilla. Looked like he was going to slap it on his forehand and then does the reverse backhand slap shot.
Here we go. Walsh with the puck back behind him a little bit. Fekete holds it there. Fekete being watched closely. Back up to Price. Price, top of the circle. And it's fed through Lloyd's wickets. Back over to the far side. And the shot didn't hit anything. Picked back up by Price. Price has it taken off of his stick, but to a waiting Fekete. Fekete calling for it. And it goes up to the corner. Lloyd gets there. And Lloyd has to quickly send it into the corner, but Padilla recovers. Padilla will send this one hard off the boards. Tipped by Holloway, recovered by Owen. Owen turns. He's got Walsh ahead of him, but Walsh was now being covered. Now he sends it back over. Walsh takes the zone. He's got Fekete behind him, and the shot handcuffed Bussey a bit. There was a rebound opportunity, nobody there. Meanwhile, puck comes back up to Morona. Morona sends it back over to Rollison, whose shot is saved by Bussey.
Much better puck movement on that second unit from the Valor Eagles, where Fekete really had some good puck work and then he was moving it. Owen had a good outlet up to them, but still not many things going past Bussey right now as he's shutting the door on Valor.
Buchanan wins this face-off cleanly. Morona takes the shot. It's steered easily by Bussey into the far side corner. Rollison looks low, thinks about it high, goes low, and now he'll chase and he'll get there. First, here's the centering feed right in front, as Payos had another opportunity right in the low slot. Rollison dancing out of the corner, cross-ice feed, and stabbing at it, trying to come away with it was Schaefer. Schaefer gives it up to Payos. Payos walks in. Payos takes the shot. Bussey makes the save. Over on the far side, it's swept up but not out. Kept alive at the line by number 10. That was Jeremy Muir. Glove down by Payos, but not controlled. Puck comes back out to center. Buchanan holds his man off. Payos picks it up. Payos sidesteps one. Payos brings it in on his backhand, and he gets slashed there, picks it back up, tries to send it across ice feed, and it's chopped at by Kaiser right back in, but tagging up is Rollison.
Payos with a shift there. Two chances right in front of the slot, just couldn't find the back of the netting, but that kid, again, all over the puck for Valor.
And the puck slides from corner to corner and comes all the way up. And Glossinger tries to hold the man's stick up. Meanwhile, it's brought back in, and Kaiser shoulder checks one. Kaiser put Balatbat on his backside. But Balatbat bounces up and gets a shot on goal, saved by Ruth.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're standing in the trolley tracks. The train's just going to run right over you.
Well, I think there was a little bit of a difference there. That was a freight. That was more than a trolley train. That was a freight train.
That was a freight train coming in, yes.
You got it there. So Caden Balatbat, we're talking about him right now. He's the centerman. He's got some good hands, and he's a good little playmaker. And here's the pass that comes back out to center. McCall touches it up there and tried to push right back in. Holding it there was Thompson, and it's recoiled by Balatbat. Balatbat now settles up on the far side looking for the pass, but it comes up the near side, and trying to shovel it in was Thompson. Thompson fanned on it, and chasing it back is Romero with 3:37 remaining in the third period. Larson forcing the man over on the far side, and coming up, Regis comes up the far side, and is picked back up by Thompson, who Thompson sends a blind backhand pass over to the near side, put right back in by Sergio Padilla. But sweeping in first is Aiden Owen. Owen sends it back over to the D-line, and it comes up the right wing boards where it's touched up, and the breakout is deflected where Padilla's got it. Padilla passes it to himself and settles the rolling puck. Drop pass there, pad save as it comes up to the left-hand half boards. Trying to shovel it up and out, but Dembeck is there, and now coming away with it was McConnell. McConnell one-on-one. McConnell makes a move, takes it, drags it to the middle, and gets a shot off as he was challenged by Oganiku, and McConnell did a great job getting that shot off.
Yeah, McConnell was all alone where the Valor teammates were actually making a change, but he does a good job to stay with it and get a shot on net.
Raddick delivers it to Gleason. Gleason has it stripped off his stick, and battling for it here on the near side is Morona. Up and out, and once again, here comes Charles. Charles, left-hand side, the left-handed shot drags it to the cage, and he goes hard into the cage and takes it off the moorings.
Nice play by Charles, and what I like about that is that he tucks the shoulder. You can see here, he's coming in the wide side. He tucks that shoulder down, reaches in, and he actually forces a penalty to be taken by number 3, Braddock, but a great play by Charles as he comes in, protects that puck. Even though he didn't get a shot on net, he still was able to draw that penalty to give Valor another power play.
And with 2:20 remaining in the game, a majority of that could be spent on the power play here for Valor. Sanis hard on the forecheck. Lloyd comes away with it, and Lloyd, with some speed, has a man on his backside, works it in, but it's picked off as he was surrounded, and the third Regis defender was able to get enough on it. Aiden Owen with it, one-hands it around the net, but he gets taken off of it, and Walsh delivers it back over to Price. Price will settle things, and with 1:30 remaining in the power play, Valor sets back up deep in their zone. They're going to be patient at this point.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be utilizing this power play to just waste time and let the time just tick off.
Lloyd drives it up, looking for Fekete. Fekete gets tangled up with his man, and they go tumbling into the corner boards over on the far side. Price drags it out of the pile, and Price reverses with a piano on his backside. Price with it, holds up his hand saying, "What? Where's my support?" Sends it back over to Morona. Morona back to Price, back down low. Fekete with it. He's got Walsh in the middle, and over on the far side is number 10, Muir, the defenseman, stepping in. Puck comes back up high off of Morona's stick, and an opportunity for a break, but Price comes in and cleans up the spilled milk. He sends it in. It goes corner to corner, and over on the far side is Padilla. Padilla tries to work it up the wall, and the puck comes back out to center with 25 seconds remaining in the power play. And here we have a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-1 potentially developing, and a quick shot, and it was a great play by McConnell as he used the defenseman as a screen to try and surprise Bussey.
Yeah, good shot by McConnell, and he actually had his head up here. You could see it was turning into a 3-on-1, but he saw that he had no support, so he just used that D as a screen, gets it on Bussey, and Bussey actually had some trouble making that initial save and had to fight for the second.
The lead continues. It's a 3-goal lead, and with 35 seconds remaining, Valor has the puck and zone time. Here's the shot, and a nice save as Bussey jumps up and catches his own rebound.
Yeah, that was a nice high-rising shot by McCall, quick snapper, and what I like about that too is that he got it off quick and he got it in a position where Bussey was in an unorthodox spot to make that save.
Jack Majeski out there with Kaiser, and Kaiser takes his shot. This goes off a boot and over into the far side corner boards with 20 seconds remaining. Oganiku is out there as well, and he tried to clear it, but it's held nicely by Kaiser as he's hassled by Bowers. Puts it back into the corner, and with 10 seconds remaining, Regis has one more chance. Regis driving out. He's got a man in the middle. That's Filler, but it's offsides. And 2.9 seconds will do it.
So that I would say that'll do it. And what a good game by Valor. And they played a complete game from the very start till the end. They kept their composure. They had their heads focused on the task at hand. And good job by the coaching staff of Valor. And actually, one of the coaches there is a former teammate of mine, Adrian Wiedemann. And what a great opportunity for these kids to be coached by such knowledgeable hockey mentors.
The amount of talent in Colorado is growing and growing year after year as the college players continue to coach, and some pro talent out there as well. So final score, Valor wins the Twisted Wrister varsity level, the Tier 1 level, and they win 4-1 in today's matchup versus their rival Regis. So with that, let's see if we have any sort of a presentation. I know that we've got public address announcer now.
Say thanks to all those participants here at this Twisted Wrister tournament. Special thanks to the Ice Ranch for hosting and the Shaw Productions for their time invested to make this broadcast live for our families. At this time, we want to congratulate the runner-ups, Regis, and their program, Dan Wedley, head coach. Let's congratulate them as runner-ups this year.
Where we don't have the congratulatory handshake line anymore, we should note that.
Yeah.
And here is Jake McCall, the senior defenseman, number 25, and he was solid all weekend long.
Special thanks to Coach Gwozdecki and the Valor Christian hockey staff. Let's congratulate this year's Twisted Wrister Tournament champions.
And there is Jake McCall holding up the great Twisted Wrister logo.
Yes.
Gabe, that's a classic already, isn't it?
Classic. The fierce tornado with a hockey stick.
You got to love it. Thanks for joining us. This has been a treat. We had a chance to do the Dog Nation tournament. I know we're going to have some stuff in the future, but thank you very much for coming out and providing color here for this. I know all the fans enjoyed it, all the grandmothers especially.
Yes, Nana in Australia.
Yes.
So I'm glad, one, I appreciate the opportunity, so thanks to Mike and Suzanne for giving me this opportunity, and it's always a pleasure to be with you, Manny, and there'll definitely be some more games on the horizon.
Terrific. Final score, 4-1. Valor wins the championship. Thanks for watching. This is Manny Furtado for Shaw Hockey Network. Thanks for watching, and thank you again, Gabe Gauthier. Private photo.
This is our private photo. Take this off. Although Marty just commented he loves your mask. I'm like,